What's up, my shady bells? It's your favorite hair, Dr. Tish, and welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I am going to be going over with you the different phases of hair growth and where the hair growth begins. But before we get started, make sure you do me a favor and you hit that subscribe button, tap that notification bell next to it, comment, share, and thumbs up this video. So today I have a different mannequin. I don't have Tatiana today. Today I have Elizabeth, and Elizabeth is going to be assisting me with my video today. Aren't you, Elizabeth? Yeah. She don't feel like talking today. In my last video, I talked about what hair is composed of and what hair is made up of. Just to recap, hair is made up of a protein called keratin, and it is composed of 5 chemical elements. And those 5 chemical elements are carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. If you want to learn more about what the hair is made up of and the chemical elements, how much of each chemical element is in our hair, you can go ahead and check that video out, which is the last 2 videos that I posted on this channel. So today I will be telling you about the growth process and where the growth process begins. So hair grows in 3 phases, and it begins in the hair follicle. And in the hair follicle, we have what you call a dermal papilla. The dermal papilla is where we get our nutrients, oxygen, and blood supply to our hair strands. So with that being said, we all are familiar with the term, we are what we eat, and that term holds true for more than just our body. It also holds true for our hair, because depending on what we eat and how our diet is, it's going to determine the growth process of our hair. There are 3 phases of hair growth, as I stated before, and those 3 phases is the anagen phase, the catagen phase, and the telogen phase. Now, the anagen phase is the first step or the first process of hair growth. This phase can last from 1 year up to 6 years. Some scientists will say that it can last for about 7 years. Some will say 8 years. Some would even say 10 years. There's different factors that will cause this anagen phase to last for 1 to 10 years, or 1 to 6 years, or 1 to 7 years. And the factors that involved in that is, number 1, hereditary. Hereditary factors play a huge role in how long the anagen phase is going to last. And as I stated before, because our hair is supplied with nutrients and blood supply and oxygen through our dermal papilla, it is important that we have a healthy diet. So depending on what your diet is, you can encourage your anagen phase of hair growth to stay in that phase for longer than 1 year. And the longer that it stays in that phase, guess what happens? Leave me a comment in the comment section if you know what happens if you eat healthy, drink plenty of water. Let me see who can guess the question, guess the answer. Right. Your hair will grow longer. The longer it is in the anagen phase, the longer the hair can grow. The next phase of hair growth is the catagen phase. Now this phase is the transition phase. And in this phase, the hair actually stops growing and becomes detached from the base of the hair follicle. The transition phase lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks. Remember, I spoke about the hair staying in that anagen phase for as long as it could, because what happens is once it goes into the catagen phase, which is the transition phase, it stops growing. So if you could keep it in that anagen phase as long as you can, that is a wonderful, wonderful thing, especially if you want to have long hair, because the growth process stops and it starts all over again once you get to the last phase, which I'm going to get into right now, and that is the telogen phase. The telogen phase is the resting phase. This lasts for about 3 to 4 months. Once this phase is over, the hair is going to shed from the scalp during this phase, and then it starts all over again right back at the anagen phase. Okay, so let's recap. Hair grows in 3 phases, which is the anagen, the catagen, and the telogen phase. And hair growth begins in the hair follicle, and the dermal papilla is located in the hair follicle, where the hair is going to get its oxygen, nutrients, and blood supply. There was one other thing that I didn't mention to you guys that will help your hair to grow as well, and for your hair to stay in the anagen phase, and that is scalp massages. Because you figure in the dermal papilla, where you're going to get your nutrients and your oxygen and your blood supply, when you massage your scalp, that is helping your blood to circulate. And when your blood is circulating, that is getting the blood supply into that dermal papilla, which is helping your hair to get the blood that it needs to circulate and to grow, and etc., etc. I hope that this video was helpful. I hope that you continue to stick around to get more content like this, and leave me a comment in the comment section below if you did enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. And with that being said, until next time, peace. Deuces. Bye.